It's quality, quantity, depth, access, and diversity. And I'm happy to tell you, India has it all. So why India? This is why. Secondly, I have great partners in Triple IT Hyderabad. PJN is sitting right in front of me. I've engaged with him for over 2 years now. And we have our PHFI. Where's Dr. Reddy? There's Dr. Reddy. Why are we partnering with PHFI and Triple IT Hyderabad and, of course, government? It is because if you look at, I told you India is very strong in data, and AI thrives on data. We're looking at health. We're looking at academicians, and I'll tell you why. If I look at the resources we have in terms of doctors, we have the best doctors in the world because the amount of patients that they see is incredible. The amount of bacteria and virus morphing that they see is incredible. So the amount of knowledge they have is par excellence. So if we focus on health, the one biggest problem India has is we have one doctor to 1,000 people. With AI, we're going to increase the access of reach to patients in villages and wherever they are across the world. That is why health is really important. And I'm very proud to see that there are members in the audience who've done amazing work in, organ transplant. So we have liver transplant experts here. And I assure you that United States and Europe boast that they have transplanted dead hearts into living human beings. I assure you, Telangana will be the first proud state to announce that we will be able to transplant dead organs into living human beings successfully. You know what it does? This will increase the organ availability by more than 30%. So imagine what it could do to our health and our life. So thank you very much. I'm looking forward to excitement, and I'm looking forward to taking bulk of the 13 trillion into India. Thank you very much, KTR Garu. Thank you very much, PJN. Thank you very much, Dr. Reddy.
Minister sir, I'm really sorry, but Seki sir and Minister sir, I'll request you all to please stay on the stage for the MOU signings. Next we have an MOU with IIT Kharagpur. Let me call on stage the officiating director of IIT Kharagpur, Professor Shriman Bhattacharya, and Professor Sudeshna Sarkar, the head of AI Center at IIT Kharagpur. So IIT Kharagpur and Government of Telangana are together planning to set up an R&D park and an AI COE in the domains of advanced manufacturing, aerospace and defense, and life sciences. Next we have an MOU. I would request the officiating director of IIT Kharagpur to please speak a few words on the MOU. Sir.
A very good morning. Respected Sri KT Ramarao-ji, Honorable Minister, Government of Telangana, distinguished dignitaries, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, let me convey greetings of Happy New Year 2020, which has been declared as the year of AI by Telangana government. On behalf of IIT Kharagpur and on my personal behalf, is a very hearty greetings to all of you. As you know, IIT Kharagpur is the first IIT in the chain of 23 IITs today. We had started our journey way back in 1951, and for the last 68 years, we are serving the country, imparting quality education, having front-end research, and we have a large number of departments, centers, and schools who are imparting education and carrying out the cutting-edge research in different areas. Not only we impart education in the area of technologies, we do impart education in the area of management, law, medical science and technology as well. IIT Kharagpur has always taken the leadership in different frontier areas, and we are going to start a hospital and a medical education as well, again taking the lead in the IIT system. I'm extremely happy that we are here to sign the MOU with the government of Telangana, and I'm grateful to the government that they have agreed to give us space at this place at Hyderabad to create a center of excellence on AI and a research park. And eventually, we are going to create the capacity building activities, and we have already started that. In fact, with an aim to have an impact on the society, IIT Kharagpur, again, last year had set up a center of excellence on artificial intelligence, and we thought that this should be the initiation for imparting quality education again and create the capacities of the nation. And also, we are going to have 4 verticals, as we thought, will be teaching, research, connect with the industry, and obviously on the entrepreneurship. And with this aim, we are going to set up this center here at Hyderabad, and we will be creating the capacity building activities, which we have already started with a program last year which was launched. And we have trained a large number of people over different places, including Hyderabad. So in years to come, I'm sure that this center is going to serve not only the state of Telangana, but the country and the world as well. And I hope that this MOU will go a long way to establish these relationships. I once again thank the government of Telangana for giving us this opportunity, and I'm sure we'll definitely rise to the occasion to live their expectations. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Next, we have an MOU with NVIDIA. May I call on stage the MD of NVIDIA South Asia? So we are signing an MOU on the lines of data science, machine learning. NVIDIA has promised to set up a high-performance computing AI center in Hyderabad to provide access to GPU technologies to local startups and research centers. Also, they have a special incubation program known as the Startup Inception Program, which they will run in collaboration with T-Hub, V-Hub, and all the ecosystem players. Vishal sir? Vishal sir, may I ask you please speak a few words on the MOU?
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Happy New Year. The minister here always inspires me. He even tells me how to hold the MOU for the benefit of the press. And what is really important is that that's what most leaders do. Most leaders always make sure that they set up the conditions for us to succeed. It may not be that they can always ensure success. What delighted NVIDIA and what delighted all of us to come and partner with Telangana is the minister himself. What minister told me was that all of us are in realization that AI is going to be everywhere. Jayesh even said that if everybody came and sat here, this platform will break. And the fact remains is because it's going to be omnipresent. You've got to be everywhere with AI. And what is AI, by the way? It's software writing the software. We've all come to this very profound realization today that the work of our software engineers can be augmented if we teach the computer certain tasks, if we expose the computer to yours and my digital experience, which in other words is the data, and put it on these evolving algorithms, which people call deep learning, and run it on supercomputers, the computer itself can write the software. What happens? There's a software engineer who writes the software, and every software that the software engineer couldn't write, the computer writes the software. it becomes a gigantic software. What's going to happen because of that? One thing that's going to tremendously happen is that software is going to become very intelligent, it's going to become superhuman. Which basically means gone are the days when you will have shrink-wrapped software. No more that a domain expert will explain his requirement to an engineer who will code it, and then it will go into a beta, and somebody will say this is good enough, and 1 million copies will be pressed, and it'll come in front of you. Gone are those days because the software is going to be so gigantic that you can't now publish million copies. What it will do is that software is always going to be with you. It's always going to be in beta. It's always going to run a QA on that, and it's going to be OTA. So the software world is going to change. Your companies are going to change. Your labs are going to change. And, sir, more importantly, your state is going to change completely because of that part. Now, as a good leader, what the minister probably is asking his team to do is that if we're going to be a software house, if we're going to be a software state, then how do we manage this data? A data which is flowing at such a tremendous rate, what is that I accept? What do I reject? And the goal then becomes that can I reject 99.9% data, principally because I already know it, I understand it, I know how to apply it, give me that delta of 0.1%. And if that can be done, all of us can solve many problems. Therefore, the minister went and said, let's look at healthcare, let's look at education, and let's look at social causes. If we can solve these three problems, we have a vision, we have partnerships, and we all can come together and solve a larger problem. Ladies and gentlemen, that's the very reason we want to partner with Telangana. Thank you for your time. Thank you for making us partner in this. I look forward to a very, very rewarding relationship. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your few words. Moving on to the next MOU, let me call on stage Garima Babbar, ma'am, Head of Development and Scaling, Southeast Asia. So we are signing an MOU with Adobe on capacity building and mentorship in AI. P. Raju, sir, can I ask you to please share a few words on the MOU?
Very good morning. It's been an honor and pride to associate with the government of Telangana on this initiative of AI, which is a great initiative. And one of the things that we realized the last decade, as I think every speaker said, is AI is going to change the way we are going to look at the data, we are going to process the data, how we basically run the applications. But more importantly, the content is changing itself. The content in the last decade mostly was documents. The content is changing dramatically to imaging, videos, and the tables and deeper segments in the documents. And on top of it, some of the consumer industry has been going through some of the things called how the audience can be reached, which Google, Facebook have experienced. And one of the things that industry is looking at is how to connect the content creation, document creation, connect that with the digital experiences that enterprises are looking for. And I'm very glad that the Telangana government is looking at such problem to solve for the social cause. And we are very happy to be part of it. And we were briefly chatting with Shantanu, and Shantanu said this is a great initiative and wanted to convey that to you. And as part of this, there are two pillars which we thought I identified as two areas where we can work. In addition to doing the research, it is important that we have people who can actually contribute towards that vision, train them, Not only that, the second initiative Hyderabad has done extremely well in the last decade is a lot of entrepreneurs and a lot of startups. And those startups going into that area, and we wanted to mentor them. Those are the two areas which, as part of Adobe, as part of this relationship, we are looking at to contribute towards that. And once again, from all of Adobe, congratulations for such a great initiative.
Thank you, sir. Next, we have an MOU with IIT Hyderabad. I would like to call on stage the director of IIT Hyderabad, Professor B.S. Murthy, to grace the occasion. Under this MOU, we will be running programs of education and training specific to AI. We will be setting up AI infrastructure, and they will act as strategy partners for the government of Telangana. And they are the leading research and innovation institute. Professor Murthy, please come to the dais and share a few words on the MOU, please.
Hi friends, good morning. Possibly you are all aware that IIT Hyderabad is one of the second generation IITs came in 2008. But we realized the importance of AI is so early that we have a department of AI. This is the first academic institute to have a department of AI, and also the first institute in the country to have a BTech program in AI. In fact, I should say there is the only third institute globally after MIT and Stanford to have a BTech program in AI. So this tells how much value we give to this particular area. We have about 25 faculty members in our AI department, and all these faculty have been doing a lot of work, both academically and also together with the Telangana government. We have been working in the transport surveillance, and we are also working in the health area, and quite a number of areas, and we are looking forward to doing much more with Telangana government with this particular MOU, and thank you very much, sir, for giving this opportunity.
Thank you so much, sir. Moving on, we are signing an MOU with Vadhani AI, known for AI for social good. May I please call on stage Mr. Raghu Dharmaraj, who is the head of product development at Vadhani AI. As part of this MOU, we are signing to run projects in healthcare and agriculture. Also, they'll serve as a strategy partner and advisor for the state's strategy on AI. Raghu sir, I request you to please share a few words on the MOU.
నేను పుట్టి పెరిగింది ఇక్కడ నల్గొండ జిల్లాలోనే, అందుకే నాకు ఈరోజు చాలా సంతోషంగా ఉంది. So let me switch back to English there. So I grew up in Nalgonda, about 110 kilometers east of here. That's why I'm pretty happy to be here today. Vadhani AI, or Vadhani Institute for Artificial Intelligence, is a pretty unique non-profit AI research institute focused on AI for social good. Now, if you look at the biggest challenges facing us, right, these are not challenges the folks in the room here face. These are challenges faced by, say, rural mothers or marginal farmers, right? And if there's one thing we have learned about technology over the last decade, it is that it is not a silver bullet in itself, right? It does not solve the biggest challenges we need to address. And that's going to take a very special type of partnership and collaboration, something that's not really happened. That's why we are excited that we are able to collaborate in that way, in a deep way, in everything from picking problems to doing R&D to iterating and ultimately deploying, right? With a government such as Telangana government that's very progressive. Because otherwise what we have is a bunch of interesting technology that never scales, right? And that's what we want to avoid this decade certainly. So thanks for giving us this opportunity.
Thank you, sir.
I should just one thing I should mention. We are actually already working in this way with your folks in health, Ministry of Health already. So we are very happy that we are formalizing this, taking this to the next level.
Thank you, sir. Next, we have an MOU with Hexagon. I would like to call on stage Mr. Navneet Mishra, the VP of Hexagon Capability Center here in Hyderabad. Hexagon is setting up an AI community center which will offer 3-month training programs for school students and college students. Also, they conduct hexathons on behalf of the government for government's problem statements. Thank you, sir. Please speak a few words on the MOU.
Hi. So Intergraph, the oldest IT company, now renamed Hexagon. I'm very happy to sign this AI MOU with Telangana government. And thanks for this opportunity to Honorable Minister and Principal Secretary IT. We got associated some time back using Hexathon, where we used your personal time on a Sunday and Saturday, and we realized that this government is more corporate than the typical corporates. They take the change head on, yeah. And it is very nice that a government, instead of worrying about AI, is going head along and welcoming it and creating partnerships on this journey. And where we come into the picture is we thought, why don't we educate school kids itself from 8th standard onwards if they can try their hands on AI at a very early stage so that it's not worrisome for them, it just becomes another skill. And the same AI Community Center will also be used for some high-end work like video analytics and an image analysis, where Hexagon is one of the best in the world. So we will set that up. In addition, the hexathon or the hackathon run by us jointly with IT department will continue, and where we'll encourage more and more AI center. And in addition to all this signing, one more statement. After spending 18 years in Bangalore, I moved here 6 years back. And since last 2 weeks, I'm already taking Telugu classes. I'm here to stay. This is a much better city. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next, we have an MOU with the Norwegian cluster of applied AI. I would like to call on stage Ms. Ambika Oberoi from the Norwegian Royal Embassy and Avnish Verma, sir, from Smart Innovation Norway. They will be offering capacity building programs, providing access to the Scandinavian markets. We are designing an exchange program with them for faculties and for startups, soft landing programs, and they'll be setting up joint R&D centers with the European Commission. Avnish, sir, I request you to speak a few words on the MOU. Or Ambika, ma'am, you'll do it. Please come.
Good morning, everyone. We're honored to be signing the MOU with the Telangana government today. Smart Innovation Norway is a leading Norwegian center of excellence in smart energy and smart cities. Norway perhaps has the technology, but what the country lacks is a test bed. We need local partners coming from Norway, and that's what we aim for the MOU from Telangana government. The MOU is a comprehensive partnership where we're hoping to leverage AI to address UN SDGs, be it clean water, clean energy, sustainable cities. Through the program, we'll be running a number of exchange of ideas to address challenges that the sites are facing. There'll be capacity building programs, faculty and student exchanges, as well as special initiatives for startups. So there will be special immersion programs, soft landing initiatives, and joint challenges. And we also aim to set up research, network, excellence centers jointly. So very happy to be here today.
Thank you, ma'am. Next, we have an ad hoc MOU with Tech Mahindra. I would like to call on stage the director, Professor A.K. Bhattacharya, the director of Tech Mahindra E. coli Central. Okay. He is the Dean of R&D from Mahindra College Central. Sir, would you please like to share a few words? Yeah.
Thank you. Mahindra Ecole Central has been around for about 6 years, and we actually aspire to be a center of excellence in research as well as teaching. And one of our core areas of interest which we want to pursue is artificial intelligence. Now, in the area of AI, we have actually set up a supercomputer lab, which is actually specializing in AI applications. And we have got projects. We are actually currently doing projects from areas of defense, from Department of Science and Technology, Ministry of Government of India. We have got projects in the area of Internet of Things. We are doing quite a few projects in these areas. We are also doing projects from the Ministry of Education in the area of natural language processing. And we thank the government of Telangana for giving us this opportunity. So we expect to cooperate closely in areas of service to the state of Telangana, both its people as well as various other application areas. Thank you very much.
Sir, I would like to request Nagarajan sir to please share a few words.
Hi everyone. Very pleasure to be here, and Happy New Year. So I've got excited to share a few things that Tech Mahindra is doing. We all feel like Minister sir is the CEO and we are working like, companies under below him, because he himself is an IT guy. So basically in Tech Mahindra, we have our own AI platform, which is called Tactics. Tech Mahindra's actionable intelligence expert. At this point in time, a lot of customers, out of 800 plus customers we carry, many of the customers are using it. Not only that, on the RPA side, robotic process automation, natural language processing, machine learning, deep learning, we got our own platforms. The point what I wanted to emphasize is what India Inc. and Telangana AP had done earlier, the capacity building. We talk about a 5 lakh TCS, 4.5 lakh CTS, 3.5 lakh HCL, 1.5 lakh Tech Mahindra. That tells that India has got the capability or capacity to build the intelligence within. So the problem that we are going to have is little different this time. Earlier it is all about generating the intelligence out of requirements. Now we have to generate intelligence from the requirements actually. That is changing. So Tech Mahindra is in forefront right now. We have signed a lot of MOUs in training and capacity building. Within the organization itself, we got a lot of training programs to train our associates so that they can spread across the message. So, and we are excited to have Mahindra Ecole Central here writing the MOU. And thanks for the opportunity, sir. Thanks for allowing us to talk. Thank you so much.
So we are done with the series of MOUs. Thank you so much for patiently waiting here, sir. Next, I would like to call on stage Sangeeta Gupta ma'am, the Vice President of NASSCOM, to please share a few words on her partnership with Government of Telangana.
Thank you, and good morning, everybody. Thank you, Honorable Minister, Mr. Jayesh Ranjan, and everybody for the excellent launch of the year. It's just the second day of the start of a decade. And I think it's exhilarating with the number of MOUs, partnerships that we've seen, and clearly what AI can do for India. From a NASSCOM perspective, we share a deep partnership with the state of Telangana, and we are pleased to extend this for the year of AI in 2020. This was an idea that Dave Jani discussed with Minister and Mr. Jayesh Ranjan a few months back. And it's just so exciting as how in a few weeks, I think they've been able to translate this into reality. From a NASSCOM perspective, we want to do 3-4 different things. I think one is the importance of data. Nivriti talked a lot about this, and I think we heard a lot about how India has a lot of data that, if leveraged well, can really be used very innovatively. So we want to work with the government and all the different stakeholders here in building out a data repository that can be used for innovation. The second pillar for us is really positioning Hyderabad as a global hub for AI. You heard about all the AI startups that are based in India. How can we do many more to get more global AI startups to Hyderabad? How can we get more big companies to set up their centers of excellence of AI in Hyderabad and other parts of Telangana? And of course, build out a policy framework that will encourage more and more companies to set up in the state. I think the third theme for us is clearly around skilling and capacity development. How do we partner with the different universities around the country, around the state, to make sure that the relevant skills in AI are applicable and are trained and retrained, including introducing new programs through our Future Skills initiative. And I think the last pillar for us is really around industrializing AI. How do we take use cases that were talked about around healthcare, education, skill development, energy, water management, and get different stakeholders to act on that. So thank you once again for this partnership. I want to acknowledge Mr. Mohan Reddy, Nivritti, Rahul, all who are part of the NASSCOM Executive Council who are here, Vishal, who's been a key supporter for NASSCOM, and we look forward to working with all of you in making this a reality.
Thank you, ma'am. Chiranjeevalu sir, the commissioner has to move, so we will be launching the pilot project first. This is a IGRS Medha chatbot, and to launch this, I would like to call upon stage Honorable Minister KTR sir, along with Secretary sir Jayesh Ranjan. And we are developing the solution along with Tresim Labs. I would like to call Vamshi sir on stage. The Commissioner of IGRS, Mr. Chiranjeevalu sir, please join us on stage.
Where is it? No. Just go there. It is clicked. It is clicked actually. That is connecting. Who is speaking about it? So. Yeah, it's launching, sir. You click here. Just click here. Click here. Click it. Click it. Click that. Yes.
So good afternoon, everybody. First of all, I want to wish you all you New Year. So in fact, this Medha is designed to answer the queries related to registration and its process. So basically, it is designed to interact with the people on clarifying several issues confronting the people for registration purpose. So today, I am glad that Honorable Minister is launching this Medha. All of you know that registration department is the always forerunner in using the technology. So last year also we developed a chit fund administration by using blockchain technology. And also, we have developed the proof of concept using blockchain technology in property registration. And it is now, recently, on November 26, it is appreciated by Honorable Union Minister for Information Technology, also in Lok Sabha. So, registration department is taking several IT initiatives. Because of the IT only, we are able to register number of documents and handling increased workload. So, I thank the Minister for inaugurating it. This is only an initial step and we want to develop it further. We are now only answering the queries. In coming days, we can also answer the queries relating to the payments and other things. And also it will be integrated with payment gateway. So this is a beginning step. I thank the IT department and Minister for giving the support and guidance for developing this app. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Next, we have another marquee project, Telangana AI-based crowd estimation and management application. I would like to call on stage Rajesh Kumar, sir, DIG Counterintelligence, and the Averroes startup which has built this particular solution. Rajesh Kumar sir, Devendra Singh sir from Counterintelligence, please speak about the project. Vikram? Vikram, would you like to brief us? Rajesh sir.
Thank you. Thank you, sir, for having us here. This project is extremely important to us. We need to know the size of the crowd and how the crowd is behaving. It has several applications in places like where there is a lot of crowd, for example, in a temple, on a Kumbh Mela, on Medaram Jatra, or anywhere where there are chances of stampede. Or even, say, a public function or a political function. So this application has been designed to count the number of people present, how they behave, so that our task, our law enforcement response can be based on that. So Yatin and Vikram from Aviras will be talking more about it.
Thank you, Rajesh sir, for the honor of introducing our application. With the tremendous support from Telangana government, the IT department, and the police department, we, a startup now incubated at T-Hub in Hyderabad, have built a AI-based solution where we can use existing CCTV cameras to estimate the presence of crowd, density of crowd in sensitive areas, so that this can help the law enforcement agencies to manage and execute the overall planning in a much, much faster and better way. So I'm just going to request the Minister, sir, to inaugurate that application in a bit using an AI-based facial recognition authentication system. So please. Yes. This is the camera here. Sir, just one second. Yeah, it's not projecting. Can you project the screen? Can you project the screen? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. Sir. So you have to look at the camera, sir.
Yes, looking at the camera.
Sir, launch the app first.
Okay.
Yeah, you can launch it. And then, sir, it will start recognizing your faces.
Okay.
It's trying to authenticate you. And
am I confusing
yeah,
it? Or?
Authenticated. Authenticated. And then the app is launched.
Okay.
Now we'll deploy the app on the cameras.
Now we will deploy the app on a few cameras and videos from the Hyderabad Police Department. So some of these videos actually capture some of the key events happening in the Hyderabad city, where using AI, actually there are count numbers on the top which are showing live estimates of crowd density within the area. And there are 3-4 cameras that we have already implemented this. We also request the Honorable Minister to unveil a report which we did to I'll just open up. Okay. Yeah, she goes. So this report is actually the output of some of the work that we did with Telangana Police and the IT department, where the recently concluded T20 match, T20 International between India and West Indies, we used one of the CCTV cameras in the stadium to pan across the stadium and use the camera feed with an AI system to estimate the crowd density. So we estimated the crowd just by panning the camera with a very high accuracy, nearing 90%. And the work is still going on, and we are continuously improving with lot of data, which has been kindly supported to us by the police department, the IT department. So one of the results, actually, we can see on the background briefly, is that we calculated the total number of attendees in the match to about 25,000, which was very, very good accuracy for a 2-month-old project that we did. And so Minister has already launched. Yeah, thank you.
Sir, I would also like to, say something. You mentioned in one of your talks, you are a startup state. We actually were based out of Gurgaon, and we were actively thinking of second location in South. So we'll be happy to say that we have already, we are now part of T-Hub with all the encouraging support what we have got from the team. It really, it was like helping a startup is helping a startup, So thank you very much, and the team also. Thank you.
Thank you, Yatin. Thank you, Vikram. Next, I would like to call on stage Mr. Rajanna from TCS. He would like to share his plans for Telangana's Year of AI 2020. Rajanna, sir, may I have you on stage? Yeah, absolutely.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Happy New Year to all of you, first of all. There is nothing better than this to start the new year. And my team is asking why Minister did not ask to TCS to sign the MOU. Then I said, Minister expects TCS to do without MOU. So that's what exactly we have done. Absolutely, sir. And sir, you will be happy to hear that Hyderabad is one of the hubs for TCS Centers of Excellence on Artificial Intelligence. And I am very happy to see some of the partners here, both Vishal and Nivrutti. So Hyderabad is going to, we are going to invest a lot on AI in Hyderabad. Last month I forwarded you the mail. So thank you so much once again.
Thank you, sir. Next, may I like to call on stage Ms. Aditi Namdeo, the Head of Operations for C4IR, World Economic Forum. Aditi, request you to share your thoughts and your plans for Year of AI 2020.
I'll keep this very brief because I am the one who's between Honorable Minister's speech and the lunch as well. Thank you so much for this August gathering, respected Minister, Mr. Ranjan. Thank you so much, Rama Devi and the team. We are proud to be associated with the state of Telangana. We started with Telangana as one of the first few states when the World Economic Forum set up their Center for the Fourth Industrial Revolution in collaboration with Reliance as our founding partner as well in Mumbai. And we're working with Telangana currently on emerging technologies of drones for medicine from the sky for healthcare. I'm represented here with my colleague Arunima Sarkar, who also leads AI initiatives in the center. And the center is dedicated for actually looking at accelerated adoption of technology, emerging technologies, through development of governance protocols. We are going to look forward to associate with Telangana on AI-related initiatives such as AI procurement and some of the facial recognition and healthcare pilots that you are now very much signed up for. So looking forward to get associated on all of these. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Aditi. Next, I would like to call on stage Mr. Rahul Sharma, the President, Public Sector, AWS, to share his thoughts on Year of AI, Telangana.
Respected Chief Minister KTR Garu, Jayesh Ranjan ji, Rama Devi ji, I echo my colleague from TCS's sentiments when we say that the reason we are not signing an MOU is because we've been working very, very closely with the government of Telangana. Already, you would know that Amazon has the largest campus in the world anywhere in Telangana. And we are also doing so much more with so many partners here. Intel is here, Vadvani. In fact, everybody. We are trying to be the enabler for all of the transformation that's happening using cloud technologies. It's a real pleasure. We've been working on skilling with task. We want to amplify that number much more than what we've been doing. We've been working with T-Hub to support a lot of the innovation on startups as well. Many more announcements to come. It's really heartening to see that a number of projects that are being announced today are working on AWS. And over the next couple of quarters, you'll hear a lot more of working between Telangana and AWS. Thank you so much, sir, for the opportunity, and it's a pleasure to be associated with you. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. We are honored to have among ourselves Mr. B.R. Mohan Reddy Garu, the founder of Scient. Sir, I would like you to please share a few words on your plans for Year of AI. Thank you, sir.
Sabalo andarki Nutan Samvatsara Subhakankshalu. My hearty congratulations to KTR Garu and Jayesh Ranjan Garu for this initiative. Hyderabad, Telangana has been first in taking a number of steps and new initiatives at this point of time, and AI is one of them. Because I'm sure there's so much amount of literature that's available, but people like me feel it all the time that AI has become all pervasive. Irrespective of the field you are in, you will still certainly experience AI, whether it's healthcare, it's education, it's agriculture, it's logistics, it's insurance. I can go on and on. So therefore, I think it's an extremely great step, that amazing step that KTR Garu took in making sure that we started this on a new year with AI for 2020. I only have a few things. I think there are a number of things people have been talked about, capacity building, etc. And in some ways, I'm sure, personally in my own roles at different levels, I do a lot of work. Our director of IIT Hyderabad, where I chair as the chairman, we're the first to start a BTech program in AI, or in T-Hub, we promote several of these AI initiatives. But I have three submissions, sir, for the minister and the IT secretary, who also now doubles up as the vice chancellor for JNTU at this point of time. First is that we have to get AI coursework into our engineering colleges. We have as many as 175 of them. We have close to about 100,000 of these students who are working on, who are there. But I think we need to get these digital skills. AICT, which I, again, a part of AICT I am, we revised the curriculum. So therefore, I think it is imperative at this point of time to get our students these skills, because it's only when we get these students from the first year onwards, that's when we will have enormous amount of capacity. The second one, which we think is extremely important, is the teachers do not have these skills. So therefore, teacher training programs and making sure we get AI, ML, big data, all these digital technologies is extremely important. And for the teachers training, instead of actually getting them into a classroom, you could also have a mixed mode learning. So therefore, if the teachers can also be trained, Jayesh Garu, I think AICT has a number of schemes at this point of time. We have got a plan of training 1,000 teachers right now in AI across the country. We can probably get ourselves involved in it. We'll have the teachers done too. And the third one is, for the AI to flourish thereafter, you need to have incubation centers and innovation centers and startup ecosystem. There's no denying there's T-Hub. There are a number of other incubation centers that have got created because of T-Hub. The rub-off effect has been enormous, but that's not enough to me. I think every engineering college today has to have an incubation center to promote several different technologies, but most importantly, AI. Again, congratulations to KTR Garu and Jayesh Garu for starting this initiative, and all the best to you. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Healthcare is a primary focus area for Telangana, and also has a lot of applications. AI has a lot of applications in healthcare. To speak more about it and the initiatives which we are planning to do as part of our research center, I would like to call upon stage Dr. Srinath Reddy, the president of PHFI, Public Health Foundation of India, to share his plans for Telangana's Year of AI 2020. Over to you, sir.
Esteemed Minister, luminaries in the audience, ladies and gentlemen. It's indeed a matter of pride for the Public Health Foundation of India to be partnering the Government of Telangana, IIIT, and Intel in advancing the applications of AI in health and healthcare. When I say health and healthcare, I mean public health, which actually involves the population level health, and healthcare, which involves persons and patients. So the entire expanse of healthcare can be transformed by the applications of AI, which is now going to be moving even from deep learning to self-learning and reinforced learning. And we'll be seeing this transform not only diagnostic and management algorithms at the level of the individual patient, but also in terms of population health, where data from multiple sources has to be integrated in order to decide what would be the appropriate interventions for specific population groups. And public health is possibly the best platform for that kind of knowledge integration. As a discipline, it combines learning from biological and life sciences, social and environmental sciences, as well as quantitative sciences, and from health system studies. And that whole integration is essential, whether we are going to be actually focusing on how best to manage a patient in his or her own environment, or when we are looking at how population dynamics of disease outbreaks and prevention will have to be both forecast and managed. And therefore, it's a matter of pride for us to be partnering with Telangana and the partners in IIIT, as well as with Intel. From the Public Health Foundation of India's point of view, may I say that given our presence in 6 physical locations in India, but more importantly, partnering across the country, including training of primary care physicians, where we have completed training of 25,000 primary care physicians across India. We have partnerships with 200 institutions for their training. We have also partnered for a health and environment leadership platform for green technologies of healthcare facilities with 700 healthcare institutions across India. So we can actually tap a lot of knowledge. Public health is not only going to be consuming the knowledge and benefiting from AI, but will be contributing immensely to the creation of new knowledge in terms of AI. Telugu గడ్డ మీద నిలబడ్డ తెలుగు బిడ్డగా తుది పలుకు నేను తెలుగులోనే చెప్తాను. హైదరాబాదీని కదా, అందుకని. తెలంగాణ రాజ్యం ఆలపిస్తున్న అభ్యుదయ గీతానికి ఈ సాంకేతిక సమూహక సంగీతం శృతి కలుపుతుందని మంత్రి గారికి నేను వాగ్దానం చేస్తున్నా.
Thank you so much, sir. Government of Telangana has done a lot of initiatives in e-governance. Just to give a feel of that, so we are about to present a video on what all we have done in e-governance in the field of AI, deep learning, machine learning, and big data. We'll let the video do the talking.
Has been adjudged as the leading year after year. Telangana has been adjudged as the leading e-governed state in India by many agencies. As per e-Tal of Government of India, Telangana ranks first in number of per capita e-transactions. What has been setting Telangana apart from its peers is the vision of a truly digital Telangana and its execution under the leadership of Honorable Chief Minister Shri K. Chandrasekhar Rao. Striving towards this vision, Telangana has started exploring use of emerging technologies such as artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, big data, blockchain, drones, etc. in the government. Authentication of citizens' identity is a key prerequisite of service delivery by government departments. For example, at airports, security personnel verify the identity of a citizen before allowing them to enter the airport. At examination halls, the identity of students is verified before they are allowed to take the exam. Similarly, identity is verified at temples and during voting, etc. These examples of identity authentication essentially include 3 checks which are performed manually. First, name on the flight ticket or hall ticket with the name on the ID card. Second, photograph on the ID card with the face of the citizen. Third, which is an indirect check. This includes physically verifying the live person. Let's take the case of pensioners. Pensioners are required to submit a life certificate once in a year. At present, the pensioners submit life certificate by visiting one of the following offices: Sub-Treasury Office, Bank of the Pensioner, and Me Seva Center. All of these modes are marred with various challenges, such as need of physical presence at a specific location, issues like worn-out fingerprints in elders. ITEMC, Department of Government of Telangana, has, after intense analysis, answered these questions through an innovative solution called Real-Time Digital Authentication of Identity, RTDAI, for an easy and convenient authentication of citizens' identity for efficient delivery of G2C services through a smartphone. Built on RTDAI platform, Pensioners' Life Certificate through Selfie, PLCS, is a three-factor authentication system which will allow more than 2.6 lakhs pensioners of Government of Telangana to submit their annual life certificate through a smartphone from their home, anytime, anywhere, without stepping out of home. PLCS service is provided through T-App Folio, the M-Governance initiative of Government of Telangana. The only details to be provided by pensioners are pension ID, their name, and take a selfie. PLCS processes the provided information using a three-factor authentication by leveraging state-of-the-art technologies. Artificial intelligence-based liveness check to ensure that selfie uploaded is from a live person at that instant and not a photograph or a selfie taken earlier. This is the most important test since the identification is done remotely. Big data-based demographic check to match names. The technology can handle variation in names. Deep learning-based image comparison to match photographs. The technology can handle variation in the photos. Since its launch in April 2019, as on date, more than 26,000 pensioners, about 10% of pensioner base, have submitted their life certificate through PLCS. PLCS has demonstrated an accuracy of about 93% in successfully authenticating the pensioners. RTDAI has immense potential for government departments. For example, it can enable authentication of pensioners of old age and other welfare pension schemes. RTDAI can help the Election Commission identify and eliminate duplicate voter IDs to achieve one citizen, one voter ID anywhere in the country. State Election Commission of Telangana is planning for a pilot of RTDAI-based authentication in some polling booths in the upcoming municipal elections in January 2020. In case of Transport Department, RTDAI can remove the requirement of physical presence of citizens at RTA offices for some of the services like renewal of driving license, changing address in DL or RC, adding a class of new vehicle to the existing DL, etc. The biggest advantage of RTDAI is that it requires just a smartphone with no requirement of any other hardware. Given the availability of more than 400 million smartphones in India, a solution like RTDAI has the potential for large-scale implementation on a cost-effective basis. Telangana is the first state in the country to build this kind of platform, which leverages artificial intelligence, deep learning, and big data to make service delivery by government efficient, convenient, and transparent. Marching ahead towards its vision of a digital Telangana, ITEC department dedicates real-time digital authentication of identity, RTDAI, to the citizens of Telangana.
Special thanks to GTV Garu, who is the Director of Electronic Service Delivery, who has that kind of vision to take Telangana to this level in AI, machine learning, and deep learning. Thank you so much, sir. moving on, we will go through a bunch of projects. So this particular project is for the handloom and textiles department. So we use AI to get to know that whether it's a power loom fabric or a handloom fabric. That way the handloom person gets the right price for his right product. Moreover, we are collaborating with Niti Aayog on this particular project, which will aim to ease the process of sale of farm produce and extend the trade beyond the state to all the Enam mandis in Telangana and beyond. The focus areas will be in turmeric and paddy for the pilot project. Moreover, we are also planning a project with the Ministry of IT, Government of India, for traffic management and road quality monitoring. These are the areas in which we are planning to set up research projects. So we have gone through the pilot launches. I would like to launch the calendar of Year of AI. Minister, sir, I would request you to launch the calendar of AI for us. So this calendar has been compiled with the collaboration of all the ecosystem players, ranging from academia, non-profit organizations, industries, and startups. I will just hand over the clicker to Honorable Minister to launch the Year of AI officially. This is Year of AI's roadmap for the next 12 months.
Thank you. Firstly, Happy New Year. Andariki Nutana Samvatsara Shubhakankshalu, and happy beginning also to a fantastic decade ahead of us. I compliment each and every one of you who's come here all the way. I know people have traveled. I know people have actually cut short their vacations. Thank you very much for joining us here. Before I start off in English, I would like to say a few words in Telugu, and then move on to a few things I wanted to share with all of you. ముందుగా అందరికీ నూతన సంవత్సర శుభాకాంక్షలు. చాలామంది అనుకుంటా ఉన్నారు, ముఖ్యంగా మా పాత్రికేయ మిత్రులు అనుకుంటా ఉన్నారు, ఈ ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ ఏంటి? ఎందుకంటే తెలుగు పేపర్లు చూస్తే, తెలుగు వార్తా మాధ్యమాలు చూస్తే ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ని మీరు డైరెక్ట్గా అనువదించి కృత్రిమ మేధస్సు అని పిలుస్తూ ఉన్నారు. సో కృత్రిమ మేధస్సు అంటే చాలాసార్లు చాలా సందర్భాల్లో మా రాజకీయ నాయకుల మీద కూడా చాలా జోకులు ఉంటాయి. ఎందుకంటే మాకు మేధస్సు స్వతహాగా ఉండదు, కృత్రిమంగా సంతరించుకున్న మేధస్సుతోనే మేము చాలా పనులు చేస్తూ ఉంటామని చాలామంది అనుకుంటూ ఉంటారు. కానీ మనం ఇక్కడ మాట్లాడుతున్న ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ కానీ, తెలుగులో చెప్పాలంటే కృత్రిమ మేధస్సు కానీ, దాని యొక్క వినియోగం, దాని యొక్క అవసరం, దానివల్ల వచ్చే లాభాలు ఏంటి అనేది ఒకసారి మీకు చెప్పాల్సిన అవసరం ఉంది. గౌరవ ముఖ్యమంత్రి కేసీఆర్ గారు ఎప్పుడు మాకు ఒకటే చెప్తూ ఉంటారు, కొత్త రకమైన సాంకేతిక పరిజ్ఞానం గురించి మాట్లాడేటప్పుడు అది ఏరోస్పేస్ కావచ్చు, డ్రోన్స్ కావచ్చు, లేకపోతే ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ కావచ్చు, క్లౌడ్ కావచ్చు, ఇంకో రకమైన టెక్నాలజీ కావచ్చు, బ్లాక్ చైన్ కావచ్చు, ఏదైనా కావచ్చు. ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారు ఎప్పుడు అడిగేది ఒకటే, ఆయన అనేది ఏమంటే, నేను గ్రామీణ ప్రాంతం నుంచి వచ్చిన వాడిని, నాకు పెద్దగా సాంకేతికత తెలియదు. ఇప్పుడు మీరు మాట్లాడుతున్న సాంకేతిక పరిజ్ఞానం వల్ల, మీరు చెప్తున్న ఈ కొత్త రకమైన టెక్నాలజీ వల్ల తెలంగాణలోని సామాన్యుడికి ఏం లాభం జరుగుతుంది? A technology which does not have a societal impact, a technology which does not have real world application, which cannot benefit the society at large, a poor country like India, a third world country like India. It is futile is what our Honorable Chief Minister reiterates on every occasion we meet him and discuss technology with him. So I would like to, ఏ రకమైన వినియోగం ఉంటుంది ఈ కృత్రిమ మేధస్సు వల్ల ఏఐ వల్ల అని ఆలోచిస్తే ఒక 4 ఉదాహరణలు నేను చెప్పాల్సిన అవసరం ఉంది. ఇప్పుడే మీరు చూశారు, తెలంగాణ ఐటీ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ ఈరోజు మా ఈఎస్డి గారి ఆధ్వర్యంలో, జీటీ వెంకటేశ్వరరావు గారి ఆధ్వర్యంలో, జయేష్ రంజన్ గారి ఆధ్వర్యంలో రాష్ట్రంలోని పెన్షనర్స్ అందరికీ ఒక కొత్త తరహా అప్లికేషన్ తీసుకొచ్చి ఫేషియల్ రికగ్నిషన్ వల్ల ఒక సెల్ఫీ తీసుకుంటే చాలు, మీరు ఏ ఆఫీస్కి పోయే అవసరం లేకుండా మీరు ఎవ్రీ ఇయర్ ఏదైతే రెన్యువల్ చేయించుకోవాలో ఆ కార్యక్రమం చేసుకునే విధంగా ఈరోజు మన రాష్ట్రంలోని సీనియర్ సిటిజన్స్ అందరికీ, పెన్షనర్స్ అందరికీ ఒక బ్రహ్మాండమైన ఒక చిన్న టూల్ని నిర్మాణం చేసింది. ఒక చిన్న ఉదాహరణ. రెండవది, ఒక రైతు. తెలంగాణ భారతదేశం లాగానే వ్యవసాయ ఆధార ప్రాంతం, వ్యవసాయ ఆధార రాష్ట్రం. ఈరోజు ఒక రైతు తన పొలంలో, తన చేలో ఏదైనా తెగులు పట్టినప్పుడు, ఏదైనా పురుగు పట్టినప్పుడు ఒక ఫోటో తీసి, ఇవాళ రేపు అందరికీ స్మార్ట్ ఫోన్స్ ఉన్నాయి, కెమెరాస్ ఉన్నాయి ఫోన్లలో, ఒక్క ఫోటో తీసి దాన్ని మనకు ఒక నెంబర్కి పంపిస్తే అది ఏ రకమైన తెగులు, దానికి ఏ రకమైన నివారణ చర్యలు తీసుకోవచ్చు, మీరు ఇంకెవరినో పెద్దగా రీసెర్చ్ చేయాల్సిన పని లేకుండా సర్వసాధారణంగా వచ్చేది. ఇప్పుడు పత్తిలో ఈ మధ్యన కొత్త రకమైన గులాబీ పురుగులు వస్తూ ఉన్నాయి, గులాబీ చీడ అంటున్నారు దాన్ని. అలాంటి కొన్ని ఏవైతే రిపీటెడ్గా వచ్చే ఇష్యూస్ ఉన్నాయో వాటిని ఎక్కడికక్కడ అరికట్టి నివారించి వాటికి ఆ రైతుకు వెంటనే ఒక ఫోన్ నెంబర్కి మెసేజ్ చేస్తే దానికి నివారణ చర్యలు ఏమున్నాయి, దానికి ఏ రకంగా నివారించవచ్చు అని చెప్పే పరిజ్ఞానం, దాని వెనుక పనిచేసేది ఏఐ లాంటి సాంకేతిక పరిజ్ఞానం. ఈరోజు మనం చూస్తూ ఉన్నాం, వెహికల్స్ అన్నీ కూడా, వాహనాలు, ఆధునికమైన వాహనాలు వచ్చినాయి, రహదారులు బాగవుతూ ఉన్నాయి, స్పీడ్ పెరిగిపోతూ ఉంది, యాక్సిడెంట్లు కూడా పెరిగిపోతూ ఉన్నాయి. సాంకేతిక పరిజ్ఞానం వల్ల, ఏఐ లాంటి సాంకేతిక పరిజ్ఞానం వల్ల ఈ మధ్యన కొన్ని వాహనాల్లో వచ్చింది యాంటీ కొలిజన్ సిస్టమ్స్ కూడా వచ్చాయి. అంటే మీ వాహనం ఇంకో వాహనానికి దగ్గరైనప్పుడు వెంటనే సెన్సర్ ద్వారా చెప్పడం, అవసరమైతే ఆటోమేటిక్గా బ్రేకులు కొట్టడం. ఇలాంటి సాంకేతిక పరిజ్ఞానానికి కూడా తీసుకొని రావడం వల్ల మనం యాక్సిడెంట్లు కూడా నివారించేదానికి అవకాశం ఉంది. ఇంకా చెప్పాలంటే ముఖ్యంగా వైద్య రంగంలో విప్లవాత్మకమైన మార్పులు తెచ్చే అవకాశం మనకి ఏఐ ద్వారా, ఈ ఆర్టిఫిషియల్ ఇంటెలిజెన్స్ ద్వారా ఎన్నో రకాలుగా ఉంది. ఒకటి కాదు, నేను చెప్పాలంటే ఇప్పుడు శ్రీనాథ్ రెడ్డి గారు చెప్పినట్టు మనకి ఈ మధ్యకాలంలో మనం చూసినట్టయితే పబ్లిక్ హెల్త్ విషయంలో ముఖ్యంగా ఇప్పుడు డెంగ్యూ వ్యాధి అని, స్వైన్ ఫ్లూ అని వేలాది మంది బాధలు పడుతూ ఉన్నారు. ఇలాంటి సాంకేతిక పరిజ్ఞానం వల్ల లాభం ఏంటి అంటే, ఇప్పుడు పిహెచ్ఎఫ్ఐ, ఇంటెల్, అదే రకంగా IIIT హైదరాబాద్ వీరందరూ కలిసికట్టుగా చేయబోతున్న పని ఏమిటంటే, ఏ రకమైన వ్యాధులు, ఎందుకంటే ఒకే రకమైనది మళ్ళీ రాదు, డెంగ్యూ 3 ఏళ్లకు ఒకసారి వస్తుందని చెప్తారు, అట్లా సీజనల్ డిసీజెస్ కొన్ని ఉంటాయి. ఏ రకమైన చర్యలు తీసుకోవడం వల్ల మనం వాటిని నివారించేదానికి, అనువుగా పనిచేసేదానికి అవకాశం ఉంటుంది. ఇట్లాంటి కొన్ని కార్యక్రమాలు తీసుకునేదానికి కూడా మనకి సాంకేతిక పరిజ్ఞానం ఉపయోగపడుతుంది. కాబట్టి ఈరోజు మనం ఏదైతే మాట్లాడుకుంటా ఉన్నాం, ఇది కేవలం ఏదో ఐటీ డిపార్ట్మెంట్ ఇనిషియేటివ్గా కాకుండా రాష్ట్ర ప్రజలకి, రాష్ట్రంలోని సామాన్యులకు కూడా విశేషంగా వినియోగపడే ఒక సాంకేతిక పరిజ్ఞానంగా, దాన్ని పర్యవసానాలు ఏవైతే ఉంటాయో, దాని ఫలితాలు ఏవైతే ఉంటాయో ప్రజలందరికీ ఉపయోగపడే విధంగా తీర్చిదిద్దాలనే సంకల్పంతో ముందుకు పోతున్నామని చెబుతూ, now I'd like to welcome you all once again as we welcome this new decade. The government of Telangana and all of our partners have been busy ushering in 2020 with focus on AI. May I compliment all the partners who have signed memorandums of understanding with us. I'd like to compliment PHFI, Dr. Srinath Reddy, Public Health Foundation of India, IIIT Hyderabad, PJN, Srini and everybody associated with IIIT here. May I also compliment, of course, Intel, who has entered into a partnership on applied research and with specific focus on healthcare. Nivriti, thank you very much. You've been a great supporter of the Hyderabad ecosystem. Thank you once again for coming here for this event. I would also like to compliment IIT Kharagpur and the director of IIT Kharagpur, who's here all the way. And in fact, I'm told Jayesh was just telling me that this possibly will be like an offshore campus, which will lead to a lot of capacity building in AI. Thank you to the team of IIT Kharagpur that is here. NVIDIA, thank you, sir. Vishalji, you've always been a great supporter. Delighted that you could be with us, and Happy New Year again. Adobe, Shantanu Narayan is a Hyderabadi and a terrific friend of our government and our ecosystem here. And I'm thrilled that Adobe was also, in fact, they promised during WCIT, thank you Raju Garu and Garima for being here, because Shantanu had promised himself that there would be a center of excellence, and I'm delighted that it has been realized. And I do hope you grow in numbers, and I do hope you grow in size as well. Thank you very much. Vadhwani, again, Vadhwani Foundation, Raghu, in fact, we've had a dinner in Pittsburgh at Vadhwani's, in fact, at Professor Raj Reddy's house, where in fact I had the good fortune of meeting Wadhwani brothers. And that conversation has led to a wonderful association here. I'm delighted, Raghu, that you could talk about what you were already doing here and what you would like to do further as well. Hexagon and Mr. Mishra, wherever he is. Mishra ji, firstly, I would like to thank you for the MOU, but secondly, more importantly, I would like to thank you also for endorsing our city. You said you've lived in Bangalore for 18 years, but last 6 years, Hyderabad has won you over. Thank you. Nivruti, I hope you're listening, because Intel also has to expand in Hyderabad and grow in size. So there are a lot of people, a lot of converts who love Hyderabad more. So I hope that continues as well. Delighted also that the cluster of applied AI from Norway Smart Innovation Network, is it? Where are they? They've already gone back to Norway? Or they're somewhere here, I'm sure. So thank you to them as well. NASCOM, Sangeeta ji, thank you very much for being a wonderful partner all along. And the two partners who have not signed but have promised a strong commitment, Rahul Sharma of AWS, and of course our own Rajanna ji of TCS. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much for being constant supporters and constant encouragement for all of us. And of course, Mohan Reddy Garu, I don't have to, sorry? My apologies, I'm coming there. I'm talking about your chairman. Mohan Reddy Garu is your chairman. No, I'm going to come next to you guys, sorry. So Mohan Reddy Garu, you've been a constant supporter of the government and its initiatives and the state of Telangana. My gratitude to you, sir, for everything that you do for us. And of course, under your stewardship, IIT Hyderabad, under Professor Desai, now under Professor Murthy, has been growing and has been doing tremendously well. And in fact, a lot of Japanese friends, whenever I meet them, the ambassadors, the consul generals, everybody that I meet them, they keep speaking in glowing terms about IIT Hyderabad. I hope you grow from strength to strength, Murthy Garu. And I also hope what you've started in IIT Hyderabad, a BTech course in AI. My Vice Chancellor and also my Secretary in Information Technology, Jayesh Ranjan, has just shared with me that from next academic year, in fact, all the colleges, our higher education councils, Vice Chairman is also here. In fact, all the institutes in Telangana have been asked to start a module in AI from next academic year. So, sir, that goes back to the point you were making. So, once again, thank you very much to all of you. Let me just quickly... Did I forget somebody? No, of course I didn't forget Triple IT Hyderabad. PJN is here. I mentioned him. I also commented that he forgot his vase today. So, sorry? My apologies. Mahindra, Tech Mahindra and Mahindra equals C. As you can obviously tell, it's a new decade and I'm already growing old and forgetful. My apologies on that. But I'm glad, I'm glad to see all of you coming here. And sorry, Vef, Aditi, my apologies again. Again, I have to blame it on old age. So, glad to see all of you have come down here. Sorry? Thank you. And the Telangana IT Association. Anybody else I forgot? I don't think so. In fact, Krishna Mohan was just telling me something interesting. He said, IT back in 99, when we were all worried about the Y2K bug and what it would do to our computers and how everything would crash around us and, the new millennium cannot be handled by our back then computers and systems. We all remember those days, the Y2K. But I think India has used that opportunity and information technology as an industry. In fact, has created wonders, has made wonderful things happen in India. It has created an urban upper middle class which was hitherto non-existent. It has created millions of jobs both in India and abroad for our youngsters. And in the last 20 years, I think the landscape has changed quite a bit. We started as a services-focused destination, but I think now time has come, in fact, to stop calling IT as information technology and start looking at IT as intelligent technology. I think it's all about intelligent technologies now. In fact, if you think about it, as Nivruti was pointing out, one particular emerging technology, that is AI, if harnessed correctly, if the key operative word and the key word here is if, we harness it correctly as a government, as a society, as industry, as an ecosystem, one solution, one technology has the ability to tackle all of your healthcare issues. This might sound a bit far-fetched. This might sound a bit too imaginative. This might sound a bit audacious also. But the fact is, back in the day when we talked about how computers and information technology has the ability to change the landscape and create a lot of wealth and jobs, people were skeptical. And today when we stand here and talk about how one AI can change a lot of things, people again will be skeptical, but I do believe very, very strongly that all of these emerging technologies together have the ability to make amazing, amazing changes in our country. And as was pointed out by Nivritti, we do not have the luxury of progressing slowly. We have to leapfrog, we have to pole vault, we have to hold on to everything that we can, every technology that we can, every tool that we can to take our country to the next level. So in that context, we have launched our ICT policy in the year of 2016 as a new state. And our vision was to be a leader also in emerging technologies as a state of Telangana. We had identified about 8 emerging technologies, which includes AI, ML, blockchain, cloud, IoT, robotics, and we've adopted a razor-like focused approach in each of these technologies. We formulated policy frameworks for blockchain, drones, cybersecurity, and to give you an example, today Telangana is ranked as one of the top states in blockchain in terms of adoption by the government and on the presence in the ecosystem as well. AI also can address complex problems beyond and capability of traditional methods, and it holds significance because it has the potential, like I pointed out, to transform the lives of citizens. A NASSCOM report says that AI industry in India will be 16 billion by 2025 from the current 2 billion, and it is expected to generate 800,000 jobs in India by 2021. So there is a strong reason why we chose to declare 2020 from IT Department of Government of Telangana as the year of AI, because we believe a significant portion of these jobs can be leveraged, can be obtained for our youngsters in Hyderabad, in Telangana, by way of government's focus and by way of all these wonderful institutions coming together, all these private sector and also public sector entities coming together. Government of Telangana does not believe in operating in silos. While we have identified different emerging technologies, we also have decided that we cannot do it by ourselves. So we have chosen to combine forces with the industry, with the institutions, and we believe that with this line and this approach, we will be moving beyond the 25 billion mark, and hopefully we'll get a number of jobs also created through AI. While we are calling 2020 the year of AI, the event today will set in motion a set of initiatives which will potentially make the next decade the Telangana's decade in AI. Telangana is ready to capture this opportunity. As you all know, Niti Aayog came out with the National AI Strategy paper in 2018, which focused on how India can leverage AI not only for economic growth but also for social inclusion. The strategy aims at focus on research in sectors that can maximize economic growth and social impact, namely agriculture, health, education, smart cities and infrastructure, smart mobility and transportation. Strategy also emphasizes funding core and applied research and flags important issues like ethics, bias and privacy issues which emanate out of implementation of artificial intelligence. Telangana, having established itself as a pioneer in IT and innovation, is quick to adapt to the needs of the rapidly transforming industry. And in line with the national strategy, Telangana has decided to take on a focused approach and take AI to the next level, setting an example for other states in India also to follow suit. Over the last few years, Hyderabad has placed itself on the global IT map by not only attracting leading IT companies, but also taking IT to the deeper roots of society. Now Hyderabad is no more a destination for software services alone, but also has become home for product development, research and development, and engineering centers, and about half of the 50,000 employees, half of the 500,000 employees working in the IT sector work in non-IT services. Many organizations are already using AI, either for their internal processes or for developing AI solutions and products for other clients. Some of the best names in the world have made Hyderabad the base for some of their most critical global operations. The robust ecosystems of global enterprises, research centers, academia, MSMEs and startups is the reason for Hyderabad's success in innovation. The rich talent available in Hyderabad is a key factor for the enormous growth of IT. Our efforts in AI will take forward this legacy and add on to Telangana's growth story. In fact, the aim is to establish Hyderabad amongst the top 25 global AI innovation hubs. To achieve this goal, just like we did for other emerging technologies such as blockchain and drones, we organized a roundtable in Hyderabad last month to formulate Telangana's own strategy framework. The following 6 key pillars of the state strategy framework were identified and deliberated upon.
The first and foremost pillar is creation of data sets and developing a data exchange platform. As we all have been hearing, as we all have been talking, machine-readable data is the core of any artificial intelligence machine learning algorithm. Without data, machine learning algorithms would be stuck in AI and would be confined to academics without real-world applications. Realizing that availability of quality data would be a key differentiator, we had launched the open data policy and published data related to 20 departments on the open data platform, and Hyderabad was the first to come out with mobility data sets in 2018 in partnership with Intel and IIT Hyderabad. The aim going forward is to democratize seamless availability of data by creating population scale curated public data sets, especially in the areas of mobility, healthcare, agriculture, and e-governance, leading to better innovation, governance, and successful business outcomes. The state would be a nationally and globally recognized resource center for data sets and algorithms from and for India, with a mechanism to make these available for research, innovation, and create an India AI data trust. Now, what I'm saying is essentially we are a state of 4 crore population, but the number of data sets we have, subject to correction, I think it may be more. The last time I've interacted with my team,